Hello, Clemson Nation. This is Patrick Driscoll, and welcome to the inaugural episode of On the Prowl, the show where we keep you updated on all Clemson sports. With that said, let's get to it, starting with men's soccer. On a crisp fall night at historic Riggs, your number 8 seed Clemson Tigers opened up the ACC tournament up against the number 9 seed Notre Dame Fighting Irish. These two clubs had some history last year, as we cannot forget about the memorable match these two had in last year's NCAA semifinal. The Tigers got things started quick early on with a fast break that led to an own goal to put Clemson up 1-0. At the 40-minute mark, the Tigers struck yet again. It was another own goal off a free kick from Alvaro Gomez. That was good to give Clemson a 2-0 lead into halftime. Starting the second half, Clemson kept up the pressure as Clemson netted its third goal of the match. This one was on the stat sheet this time, as Mohamed Sayi headed in a beautiful through ball from Enrique Montana in the 58th minute. Even though Notre Dame had a late goal towards the end of the game, Clemson's backline held it down in this one. Goalkeeper Joseph Andima's performance was key, as he had an array of great saves throughout the match. The Tigers are now off to the ACC semifinals, where they will be taking on the number 1 seed Duke Blue Devils Sunday night in Raleigh. Playoff season is picking up around Tiger Town, as the men's and women's cross-country teams competed at the ACC Championships in Charlottesville, Virginia. The men finished in 13th place, while the women finished 14th overall. Victor Ndua led the men's side for the Tigers with a blistering 23-minute and 59-second 8K. That performance put him 52nd in a field of 143 athletes. Senior Bryn Sumner was the first finisher for the women's side with a 21-minute and 49-second 6K. While not the performance they were hoping for, head coach Vicky Pounds hopes the Tigers will bounce back for the regional meet in Louisville come November 11th. On the positive side, this will be the same course that the team ran on last month in Louisville, and they will be looking to use that to their advantage come regionals. While no games this week, the women's soccer team had 4 nominees to the All-ACC teams that were announced Wednesday morning. This is the 3rd straight season the Tigers have had at least 4 nominees. To kick things off with the second team All-ACC nomination, senior midfielder Hal Hirschfeld earned her 4th All-ACC nomination in her career. Joining Hirschfeld on the second team was junior defender Megan Bornkamp, which was good for her 3rd All-ACC honor. For the third team All-ACC honors, senior forward Malia Morris earned her 2nd career All-ACC nomination. And last but not least, senior midfielder Caroline Conti was selected to the 3rd team, which is good for her 1st All-ACC selection. Congratulations to these 4 student athletes. The women's side looks forward to the NCAA tournament selection show that takes place November 7th to find out when they play next. In the midst of a 2-week road stretch, the women's volleyball team concludes their travels in Florida this upcoming weekend. After dropping both games in North Carolina last weekend, they aim to bounce back against Florida State Friday night and Miami Sunday afternoon. Key performers you want to look out for include sophomore libero Devin Taylor, who leads the ACCs with 408 digs this year. Junior Cameron Hanna has been Clemson's go-to attacker ever since she has stepped on campus, as she has had 16 matches with double-digit kills. Lastly, senior McKenna Slavik has been a key member of the team the past 4 years, as she just surpassed the 3,500 mark in career assists. These 3 and the rest of the squad look to get back into the win column this weekend. And to end things off, let's get a quick preview of the Notre Dame Clemson football game coming up. Fresh off of their bye week, your number 4 Clemson Tigers square off against a hot Notre Dame team who just took care of business at Syracuse this past weekend. While it is not a traditional rivalry, this weekend marks the 5th time these storied programs square off against each other the past 8 seasons. While there were questions about who's lining up at quarterback for Clemson, Head coach Dabo Swinney let the media know that he is adamant on keeping DJ Uiagalelei as starting quarterback this weekend. 2 years ago, we saw him as a true freshman fill in for Trevor Performance and give a performance for the ages despite the loss in South Bend. Dabo and his crew look forward to get rid of that taste out of their mouth for once and for all this Saturday night. Notre Dame, Clemson, primetime 7:30 on NBC. Wherever you are this fall break, you do not want to miss it. That covers the inaugural episode of On the Prowl. Once again, my name is Patrick Driscoll, and thank you for tuning in. See you next week.